You sparred with 2 heavyweights, and you whipped both their asses. Andre, you could make a comeback.
And how am I gonna do that?
With my help? I still want to be your manager, Andre.
How would your father feel about that?
I no longer work for DL. We have philosophical differences. But I can get you a license, and I can get you a fight. If you want to fight.
Of course he wants to fight. It's in his blood.
Gus!
I'm coming out of retirement too, kid.
Told you I'd change his mind.
Jailhouse boxing makes you tough, but it ain't professional. You know that, kid. You're a heavyweight now. Heavyweight is a different world than middleweight. I don't want you to embarrass yourself, so look, we're gonna start with a couple of low-key fights in Mexico. These guys are durable, and they will be coming to fight.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for tonight's main event. 6 rounds among heavyweights. Boy, and we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated here tonight. Let's see.
Across the ring, from Obregon, Antonio.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. The left hand coming into play by Andre Bishop.
Uppercut!
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Andre Bishop. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. Teddy, I find it unrealistic that this guy's got much of a chance against this power puncher.
Hey, that doesn't make you Nostradamus there, Joe.
Andre Bishop's putting forth a great combination there. Chavez is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. You see he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Teddy with a power puncher against a high stamina fighter, a guy that can take you into the deeper rounds. How much is it a disadvantage where it sort of takes away what maybe he's best at?
Well, it's a disadvantage mentally because if his power doesn't work and the high endurance guy is still there, he may start to dissipate. He may start evaporating right in front of you.
A well-placed left hand up top. Clean shot with the right. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Now that's offense by Antonio Chavez. That's a stinging right hand by Andre Bishop. That was a good round for Andre Bishop. He just went out there and controlled everything.
And he did it fundamentally, too. He used the jab. He set up the body attack. He did it like a good, solid fighter.
Losing this fight, I need to take some chances now. You have to take a chance with this guy, all right?
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. A sound combination by Andre Bishop. Little head hunting with the left. Well placed, straight right hand. Able to cover up that gut.
Use the ring. Side to side. Move your head.
See, Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2, boom, boom. He nearly lifted him off the ground. What an uppercut by Andre Bishop.
Don't let him get to you. There you go.
Nice two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. A huge uppercut by Andre Bishop.
Move your head.
Good job snapping out that jab.
You know, if you're watching Muhammad Ali, you know you need a jab to move on the outside. But if you're coming forward, you need a jab, and there's proof of it.
Bishop's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Now this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just the sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
Body shot lands. It was the right. Right hand over the top. Very accurate with it.
Nice.
He gets off with a combination up top.
Oh, yeah.
To the head he goes with a left hand. And we come to the end of the round.
Now look, you can score punches with your jab easily, okay? Easy. I need you to string together your punches.
Perfect. Perfect. Let's get close and set up the hook, Trey. Move in with the jab. Head, body, all right? Jab to the head, but step in every time you...
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. Very nice work there. Jab, uppercut. Bishop's ability to just get to his opponent before his opponent gets to him, showcase there. His hand speed is very good.
Yeah, it is, Joe. You know, it speaks to one of those old sayings that the trainers used to say, just get off first. That's what he's doing right now. He's getting off first.
Nicely timed 1-2. Excellent hook to the head by Antonio Chavez.
Well, I got you.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Andre Bishop.
Keep going!
And now he's targeting upstairs. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Chavez's left now getting into the mix. Andre Bishop's combination punching is working well here. Chavez's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Chavez's lack of defense right now is showing up. His opponent's scoring with the right hand consistently.
Yes, he's found the target for that early on, and he's just staying with it.
Wow! He is not meant for life on the outside there, and he just paid the price. He goes down.
Because he didn't make his mind up. If you're not going to work out in front, get to a distance where you're safe. He stood there at a bad distance. No man's land.
3, 4, 5.
And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
You trust me. You're in control. You can do this, all right? You've got this. You gotta go for the knockdown, Trey.
Come on, breathe deep. Inhale. Your fighting is dangerous. Box intelligently for me.
Halfway through the scheduled rounds here. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Bishop's combination punching here is showing you what good boxing is all about. 3 punches thrown, 3 punches landed. You see him zeroing in with that left hand to the body.
That's what I want to see.
Bishop's overflowing with aggression and that brawling style. Solid. Oh, and he goes down again. The question is, can he rise up and continue on? So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
That is fine. What a big shot. Knocked down again. Unreal.
Now, you got to wonder what the corner's thinking. Are they going to stop this?
Brian Kenny back here on Friday Night Fights. Big pay-per-view this past weekend. Isaac Frost defending his heavyweight title again, stopping Reggie Stewart in 2 rounds for his 14th successful title defense. Promoter D.L. McQueen has begun touting Frost as one of, if not the greatest champions of all time. That seems a bit premature, but there's no arguing with Frost's record. Undefeated, all his wins coming by knockout. Quite a feat. In other news, can former middleweight contender Andre Bishop make a comeback after spending more than 5 years in prison? And can he do it as a heavyweight? It's one of the more fascinating stories in sports. We'll, of course, have the latest for you here on Friday Night Fights.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore, and we welcome you to the Mexico City Plaza. I'm alongside Teddy Atlas here ringside for heavyweight action tonight. The American Andre Bishop taking on the veteran Mexican
All right,
Raul
fellas,
Castillo.
let's have a good clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
Let's give you something to look for right from the start with Raul Castillo as round 1 is underway. Castillo is a fierce body puncher. Andre Bishop has had to do his scouting report and know that. Look for him to stay at a safe range and not let Castillo get to the inside. He comes with the straight right hand. Andre Bishop's left working well that time. Very accurate with the overhand right. Wow, he backs up the combination, landed all 4 of them. Power puncher versus the high stamina fighter. How does the high stamina fighter want this fight to unfold as it goes on?
Well, the high stamina fighter, what he wants to do is he wants to get a lead. Get the lead, go out there quick out of the gate, and then later on you have the power puncher looking for 1 shot at a time. He's going to be searching him all night, and he's never going to find him.
That was nice. He just threw the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Andre Bishop.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Scored well with that right hand to the body. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. Raul Castillo is putting money in the bank here. Andre Bishop is eating these body shots. That'll slow him down later. Bishop's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination?
Move forward.
Get in on the inside.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Castillo's putting forth a little boom, 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 a 3-punch combination score. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Bishop's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. Parries that punch intended for the head.
Finish with the hook. Keep moving. Gotta see these coming.
I like the angle that Andre Bishop just gave us right there. His opponent didn't like the result. He just ate an uppercut. Hey, if you can throw them all, you may just land them all, and he does with that 4-punch combination.
Keep at him.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Castillo. What an excellent 2-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Halfway through this round here, Bishop's fully committed to utilizing the jab, and I think it's working out well for him early on.
Well, it is. It's kind of like, you know, sending static out there. You want to scramble somebody's radio signal. You know, that's what the jab does. It scrambles your radio signal, or at least in boxing terms, it throws the other guy's rhythm off.
He digs in, trying to bank away body shots with the combo. Not much action as he just ties up.
You got this one.
Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Wow, a big punch just crashes home on Andre Bishop.
The only good thing is he's been here before with all that amateur experience.
Big shot there. Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now. Well, this is like a microcosm of his life. He's been down outside the ring before and has gotten up too.
And that will serve him because he has survived very difficult things outside the ring, and he is thinking of that right now, believe me.
Let them go. This is the time. We need to outpunch this one.
What did I tell you? Keep your hands up. You're throwing punches, but your hands are down. Are you good? Focus now, focus.
A new round underway here. Andre Bishop's hoping that he doesn't make a defensive flaw like he did in the last round. That cost him a knockdown.
See, that's where another set of eyes come in. That's where you depend on your corner. They're calm enough. They can see something that you didn't see, as hopefully the corner has told him what he did wrong.
You can actually see how heavy Bishop is breathing right now. He's desperate to get some air into those lungs.
He better close that mouth before he's desperate to get his jaw wide.
Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a coach. There it is! This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down.
Get up! 2, 3, 4. Get up! 5, 6, 7, 8.
Andre Bishop rises to his feet.
But of course, Gus is experienced enough to know now when he gets back to the corner, he has a job to do. Not just dump cold water on him to revive him, but to tell him what he got hit with. Remove that fear a little bit from his mind that it will happen again. He can correct the mistake.
Unbelievable work there, landing a 4-punch combo. top with the right hand. Good double jab by Andre Bishop. Really solid left hand by Andre Bishop. That's exactly what his corner wants him to do. How about that exchange? He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Bishop so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Castillo's blocking ability is doing well for him there. And the round comes to an end.
Okay. Okay now. Muy lindo. Very nice. Very nice. I need another round just like that, okay? Just like that. Keep doing what you're doing. Moving with two jabs, okay?
Halfway through this fight as this round gets underway here. Been interesting so far. Who knows what we're in store for down the stretch. Andre Bishop's combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing. A little head hunting with the right. Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Andre Bishop. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Nice strike after catching one by Andre Bishop. Doubles up the jab. Seconds to go in round number 4. Good right hand. Scoring well with that combination by Andre Bishop. Effective work with that flush overhand right. Took a shot, now he gives a left. There's a straight right hand. Bishop's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. Andre Bishop, he's been working hard on that jab, has Bishop, and here he's putting it to good use. Castillo's defense is paying off now. Now he ties up there. Bishop's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. 10 clicks of the top. A solid, true uppercut by Andre Bishop. Carisi stresses to Andre Bishop to control every second of the 3 minutes of a round. He did so in that last round.
Yeah, and the way he did it was by controlling range. He's very good at making sure he's the master of distance.
You're giving him a pot. You're giving him a pot. He steps forward, you step back with the jab, all right? Step back, jab. You don't need that. You got him.
Round number 5 has arrived. See, that's what the corner should do for Andre Bishop. You send him out there as a fresher, better fighter. He looks fine here to start this round. Engages in the clinch. Scored well up top. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Bishop's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Castillo's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend, one of them is to block. He did it there well. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Andre Bishop. Bishop's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Raul Castillo. Each man able to land an uppercut. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Castillo's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Blocks away that headshot. Bishop showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. And this round comes to an end.
Nice work. Every time he moves to the inside, make him pay. Jab, jab, hook. Okay, double.
This is all we got. One more round. Give it all you got, okay? You're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body more.
Does Andre Bishop have enough left to put this over the top? Final round, the fight is as close as could be. Another flush shot up top. Andre Bishop's not skipping a beat. He came out just the way he finished up last round.
Yeah, what I like is that he's a thinking man fighter, and his corner gave him probably good advice. They know that the opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're figuring it wasn't enough time.
Goes up top with a right hand. Castillo's taken a lot of punishment with the right hand. Teddy, you've said many times, it's where you put your own head when you get hit by those right hands.
For one place, I could tell you where not to put it, in the middle. And he needs to move it to the left, outside that right hand.
Combination to the head. You see him holding on.
Finish with a hook. Left and right. Left and right. On the inside.
Little head knocking with that right hand. Double jab upstairs.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Able to land the jab. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Andre Bishop.
Still not moving it up. That's it.
Last 10 seconds of the fight. I say it all the time. You never know what you're going to get in this sport. We never thought this fight would go the distance.
No, early on it looked like Frazier and Ali. I mean, the Thriller Manila. Who thought we'd wind up with a little ballet down the stretch?
Mexico City was a big success. People are talking about Andre Bishop again. Welcome back.
It feels good to be back. Thanks, Megan, for everything.
I know Franco and my father set you up. I can't prove it, but I know it. You wouldn't do something like that. I know what kind of man you are. And I know what kind of man my father is.
You know, it doesn't even matter anymore. I did the time.
It matters to me, Andre.
So what now?
gotta get you cleaned up.
Well, will you look at this, huh? You don't look like a bum no more.
Thanks, Gus.
Hey, thank me later. Let's get to work. Come on. Come on. Nice work, Megan.
You too, Gus.